Well, I say as the throwaway line that Flemington is fabulous, fabulous Flemington, and that's because of how beautiful it is. And the man who is the keeper of the roses, Mick Ryan's been good enough to join us. Mick, it's a beautiful title, mate, and it's a wonderful course to work at. Great to see you.
Thanks, Richo. Yeah, it is a nice title. I'm pretty happy with that. It was handed down to me from the great Terri Freeman.
Well, Terri had an unbelievable association with Flemington. When did you first meet Terri?
I met Terri. I did work experience here twice before I started here full-time from school. I went to school next door at Flemington High School, it used to be called, which is now Racing Victoria headquarters. So
right.
I met Terri in 1988. I did work experience here, and I did it again. The second time, I loved the place because I sold newspapers here when I was 8 years old. So the old Herald Sun, I used to sell it. I just bought up around the corner, and I loved the place. And I met Terri in 88. Did work experience in 89, and I started here full-time in 1990.
Right. So were you a racing kid growing up? I mean, if you go to Flemington High School, you're surrounded by racing, aren't you?
Yeah. I used to sneak down and come on the Wednesdays. I used to take the day off school and come down to Wednesdays to sell the newspaper. I used to make $1 out of selling, and the pens and pencils at the old train station, the stairs there. When I was 8 years old, and my brothers were 10 and 12, and 4 of us used to sell them. And my younger brother, when he got a bit old, we used to sell them at the top of the stairs at the railway station. We made good money.
Oh, that is just fantastic. It looked a little different than the backdrop you've got at the moment. That is breathtaking. What is that backdrop? What year is that?
That's 1926. That's Spearfelt won the cup that year. That's the old hill stand. That's
wow.
That's pretty cramped in, weren't they?
It is remarkable. And when you look around the wide expanses of Flemington, it is incredible the amount of gardens you've got to work on. Describe how you and your team go about doing it.
Well, there's no set plan we have for Flemington, other than we look after them. We make sure the place is looking its best for obviously the Lexus Melbourne Cup. Mother Nature's our boss, so depending on weather, we do what's required. But pruning is our number one specialty, where we've been pruning now since end of April. So and we finish in mid-August. So certain varieties you do early, certain varieties you do late. Because if you did them all at the same time, it would be a very ordinary looking place. So pruning is our specialty.
Okay. What were the key messages that Terri passed down to you when you first got involved with the VRC in regards to, we'll get specifically to roses, but also just life lessons?
Life lessons. Terry's still a good friend of mine. I always will be. Just life lessons. Just the passion that you have to have for Flemington, to work at Flemington, which it wasn't hard to rub that into me after I've been here all my life. So I love the place anyway, but that does help. And observation of the roses is key. Cup day, we'd walk around and have a good look at the place, and he'd spot things that not many people would see, and you'd say we'll adjust that accordingly, and he'd do it. And that's just one of the tricks that Terry's taught me over the time.
Yeah. Why gardening per se for you?
For me, my dad and my mum. My dad left when I was 12, I think. Dad moved out and left mum at home. And mum loved her garden, loved her roses, and
right.
She was struggling. There's 6 kids. There was 6 of us, and she was struggling to do the gardening. So I thought, I'll go to help mum out and pruning and whatnot. And so I fell in love with roses then when mum had them in her yard, and haven't stopped ever since.
So were you the oldest or the youngest of those?
I'm in the middle, Richo. Yeah, I'm in the middle.
You're the rock that she built it all around, mate.
Yeah. My first year here, Terri taught me a totally different way to prune than what me and mum were doing at home.
Right.
And we pruned pretty hard. We'd take, there's only a third of the rows left, and they're all sticks. And I went home and done mum's, and she said, "What the hell have you done? You've wrecked all my roses." Well, she ate her words that spring because they were the best she's ever seen.
So what's the philosophy of cutting them back so much?
They have to have we love a cold winter. Most Melburnians hate the cold winter. We love it. They have to have a dormancy, and you cut them back nice and hard just so they sleep, just so they have a good rest, and then that way they'll produce new shoots come spring, which is where you get your most flowers from.
Okay, so then when I see a beautiful sunny day like today that we're happy to have a chat, is that a good day for you? Because it was crisp in the morning. Is that a positive, or should I be barracking for rain?
No, we've had enough rain. We're pretty happy with this year. We're very full of rain, but overnight, so that way the guys can keep doing their work during the day. So yeah,
Right.
we don't mind the sunny days, as long as they're cold nights at least.
Okay. So how do you know when things are on target, if you like? Because I can imagine if things aren't on target months out, by the
Yeah,
time we actually get to the great day, the Lexus Melbourne Cup day, you could
yeah.
be in trouble.
You're right. I start getting nervous around September. So September, I'd want to have around an inch of growth on most of the roses, all new shoots coming up, which would be great. And Caulfield Cup Day on a floribunda, a bunch of roses. You want to have the middle rose half open. That way, I
Right.
know I'm on track.
Right. Okay. And is there a special colour you love working with? How do you go about designing and redesigning so they look so incredible come the wonderful carnival?
Well, we change our rose gardens over a lot, just to keep it fresh. So we change colour. We had a black caviar rose up in the Hillgate there for a while,
Yeah.
and it was a beautiful rose, but it got a bit leggy real quick. So we changed that over. Now we've got a rose up there called Gordy's Jubilee, and it's the size of a dinner plate, the roses. So just to keep it over, and the rose breeders are forever bringing out new varieties. So we just keep changing over varieties, keep it interesting.
But that's this may sound a silly question, but is that totally your decision? Is your decision in regards to the colours you use, and then do you have fingers crossed that the chairman walks past and says, "Gee, I love what you've done there, Mick"?
Yeah, yeah, she does. Amanda, she loves the gardening. She's so passionate. It's great. It's great to have a chairman that supports you.
Yeah.
And any long as there's white in the garden, she's happy. So got to have white in the garden to keep the chairman happy.
Okay. So 2020, can you give us a little hint? Is there a particular colour, a theme that you're working on for 2020?
2020, because of the COVID, I sort of
Yeah.
been put on a bit of halt. I had a lot of grand plans, but just I've moved. There's the Flemington Racecourse Rose, which is very popular. It's on the front lawn,
Yep.
and the Rod Fitzroy Rose, the ex-chairman, named the rose after Rod, so he loved his gardening too. So they'll be put alongside the new path we installed last year on the front lawn there.
When did Terri tell you that he was going to retire and hand the reins over?
I've known for quite a while. Terri had to tell me just so we could do succession planning. I knew for a while, and it's a hard secret to keep because he's a private sort of guy. So, yeah, he told me probably 12 months ago he could see the finish line. Yeah.
Okay, so for you, it was a given that you would accept that responsibility, and I don't say that lightly because I know how important it is to everyone at the VRC.
No, you're right. You're right. The amount of passion, I didn't expect it just to take it. No, I didn't at all. I had 12 months to think about it because it's big responsibility, as you say. I live out the back gate. I'm on call 24 hours a day. So I had a family. I've got a son that lives in Perth and plays footy over in Perth. So I like travelling to go see him play footy and whatnot. So Terri didn't have any kids, so he could dedicate more time than me. So, yeah, it was hard for me, but I did end up taking it and things are working out.
What's your son's name and what level is he playing at in Perth?
Luke Ryan, he plays for Fremantle.
Right.
Yeah, he got drafted in 2016. He's just played his 50th game against Essendon this year in round one.
I did not know that. Did he get his sporting ability from you or from his mum?
Oh, his mum takes claim. His mum takes claim. I say me, but yeah, I was up at Essendon Reserves with Slug Jordan. Remember Ray Jordan?
Oh, I certainly do.
Yeah, and then I got my job here at Flemington and sort of need the money, so I've walked away from the footy and just stuck it at Flemington.
Take us through a normal day for you at the moment, maybe even aside from COVID. What's a normal day for you and your team?
A normal day from the team. We'd come into work guys at 7 o'clock we start and finish at 3:15, and we have to be a bit quiet for the horses. So the horse track work finishes around 8:30. So we'll do a quiet watering and whatnot might be. Then mowing the lawns and pruning roses, cutting back perennials and other plants that need required. Like we're doing a lot of tree work at the moment. Our nursery's grown huge over the old Ray Lawson stables called the Ponderosa. So potting up plants and preparing. We already are preparing for the Melbourne Cup Carnival.
Okay, so I have the great privilege of walking around in the mounting yard on, say, Toombul Stakes Day or maybe even Mackay Stakes Day.
Yeah.
When I walk around, tell me what I should be looking for to know that Mick and his team have got this on target.
Yeah, Turnbull Stakes Day. You don't want to see a flower in the
No
plate.
flowers.
Not one flower. If there's the odd flower, I'll go and pinch them off so that nobody sees them. Because any colours in that way, when you come back a month later, Derby Day, there's colour everywhere, so it blows you away. So if there's colour out on Turnbull Stakes Day, I'm in a bit of trouble. They're going to be early.
Right. So I think one of the other magic things is when you start to see at Flemington building up to the Cup Carnival is the tents start going up. That's when you start to know, gee, there's a bit of a buzz in the air. Things are starting to happen. Is that the same for you guys?
Oh, yeah. We live off the adrenaline. The gardeners are passionate. We love – you have to, I think the shortest employer I got here has been 2 years. That's for someone that retired. The rest have been here 20 years and 15 years and over because everybody's the same. We love it. Once you're here, you just love the aura of the place.
Yeah.
The hairs on your neck still stand up when the barriers open on Cup Day and all those. You get the tingles and the shakes, and it's still the passion's there. So that's what the guys love.
Once you get to Derby Day and the gates open, your job's done. You just have to sit and watch. There's nothing you can do until after everyone leaves.
Oh, we don't mind the people that pay the good money to get in and enjoy the gardens, and the odd person might fall in it, and we'll fix it up on the day after Derby Day. On the Sunday, we're here fix it up, and then on the Monday we change the colour theming. Like you might notice, the winning post goes from blue plants to yellow plants for Cup Day.
Yeah.
Then on the Wednesday after the Cup, we change them to pink for Oaks Day, and then so we're always doing something. Yeah.
Are you a punter?
I do. I watch Get On. I watch you guys have a laugh. I'd love to have a job with you.
Sorry, mate.
I'm a quaddie man. I love having a quaddie.
Okay, mate. Brilliant to catch up. Keep up the great work. We look forward to seeing all your hard work literally blossom on Derby Day, buddy.
Thanks, Richo. It's a great team I've got under me, so we'll try and get it done for you.
Great stuff.